So you guys, we have a bit of it's definitely a serious situation that has happened with the girl, I guess to you, not really with you. As a content creator, sometimes there's things that happen and you debate whether or not you should talk about them, but you know, when it happens with your children, you just feel an obligation to really bring it up. The girls came in the house one day, they went to the park with Imani, and they came back and told us about something that happened that really set me back. You know, it reminded me that there's still race issues in this country.
And still crazy people.
And crazy people. And the fact that it was a kid really was like...
He was white.
The person who said
How about kids that are dealing with racism? I mean outward, in-your-face racism and institutional racism. It's been difficult for American society to dismantle.
if this impacts their identity at all as in what they think of themselves. So I think it's important to dig in deep. Start with Ava. Can you just kind of tell us the story?
Yeah, so basically, a person called us the N-word. How it happened is we were at the park and we were minding our own business with a friend, and we were on the monkey bars when these it was a kind of a group of boys. It was like 3 boys, and they were like on a different playset. They wanted to be on the monkey bars because they were saying, I want to go on the monkey bars, but they're still on it. And we were on there for a while, but we were having fun, so we were going to give them a turn eventually. So we were just minding our business doing the monkey bars, but they still wanted to go on it when we were on it. They were over there just yelling, and we could hear what they were saying. And they thought we couldn't, but we could. So then they said, I wish I can call them the N-word. And then one person came up to us and they said,
Hey, N-word.
Like they came up to you, they walked up to you?
yeah, and said, hey, N-word, let us go on the monkey bars.
I want to know from a racism and health standpoint, how calling a black child the N-word.
Just to answer your question, I guess the health effects would be anxiety or stress as a result of that.
If this is not dealt with appropriately by the parents, the child could have stress or anxiety, which could be, weeks or months or even years down the road. And it could come from how they were treated, like by their peers or at school or in this case, just at the playground. A child may not know a year from now why they have anxiety, but it could stem from these simple things of like how they're treated and what they're called. And Alexis, you were there too, right? Mm-hmm. Well, what did you think first when they said that?
I thought it was rude, and I wasn't really hurt by it because I know it's not true, and I don't even know what it means.
But
I know it's racist, and I just want them to get in trouble so they can know that they shouldn't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I don't really know what it means still.
You know what it means, but you mean you don't know
how bad it is.
Yeah, because
I don't understand what the
you don't understand why it's bad. So I'm reading right here in this article about talking to your kids about slurs, some things that you can do or that we can do. Our child is 10 years old. Some kids are more sensitive to things. Some kids aren't as sensitive. So right here, what can a parent do if a slur is directed at their child? In this case, our child is 10 years old. She seemed to brush it off, meaning it didn't really hurt her as much as she didn't understand why she was called that. They're going to be viewed as African American or black. It's not that we haven't talked about that as much as that race is not a big deal with us. So this is one of the first encounters they've had.
Not that I don't care, but I'm not really offended by anything.
That's good.
I'm not really offended.
You mean you don't let other people get you offended?
No, I'm not scared. Oh my gosh, I'm so offended.
So Ava, when they said that, what did you do?
I just was shocked.
Did you walk away or did you?
No, I kept playing in the monkey bars because
you're already there, right?
And I told Imani, and then I told you guys when I got home. But I was mad at them because they shouldn't be so mean. And I'm not offended. Other kids could be offended. That's why I told, because it's a bad thing to say. And also, they could say it to other people who actually care.
Some things that I read in researching is that kids can be called this, and maybe it doesn't affect you, but if you're called that again and again, it could really affect how you view yourself.
We have to think about it as it's usually not a one-time insult, right? It's usually over a period of time, and sometimes it's very subtle.
So to our knowledge, this is the first time the girls have been called that, and let's hope that it doesn't happen again, because that's a really negative thing. Even though we live in the South, I mean, this happens anywhere, let's be honest. African American kids are called this, doesn't matter where you live. We gotta hope that this is more of an isolated incident and it doesn't happen and it doesn't keep recurring. But of course, we will stay on top of them and ask them. It may have damage to your self-esteem and your identity and things that you may not even know. Like you could have stress a year from now and you may not know what that's about, but it could come from people who say bad things about you or bully you.
So you really looked up like the population of people who say the N-word?
Well, that's not really the way you say it, but yeah. So right here, what do you say to your child after an incident, after they're called something? It says here, for young children, focus on what is fair or just. You can tell them that it's not fair for people to make assumptions about them based on their race or their skin. It's also a good time to reinforce positive thinking about themselves. They should be proud of how they look. They look perfect as they are. They should be proud of their race. They should be proud of who they are and how they identify. And if someone sees them that's not in favor of what they like, then who cares? You can't change how you look. Alexis, what I did is because this is not maybe a big deal to you guys because you guys brush it off, but I think it is a big deal how kids are treated by other kids because you may not know that something affects you or impacts you until later on. Now, I know this just happened one time, but what if it happened again and again and again?
Then that would be bad, yeah.
Well, that would start messing with your feelings, right, about how you feel about yourself.
I think that sometimes children in this age category, at any point maybe called something like that, and not that I wouldn't say they're not offended, but they just kind of like whatever, like your name, calling me a name, but not realizing the gravity of what this person's intent was in saying that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like what the person wanted you to feel.
Like what they wanted you to feel, exactly. What they wanted you to feel. So a lot of times you don't want to give people that power of feeling what they wanted you to feel, but it still has gravity in the fact that they wanted you to feel something by saying something like that to you. So sometimes I think about how myself and you guys growing up in the world where it's obviously better than it used to be for black people, but there's still people around here who are racist or claim to not be racist, but they're willing to say things that are very racist.
Or they want to be cool.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
think saying bad words and talking about people
They
and
want to
stuff
be
are
offensive.
cool.
Is it ever cool to say something mean to somebody?
No, it's just mean. It's just pure rudeness.
Right.
If you say the N-word to somebody in a way that you wanted them to feel bad and stuff, then that's just pure rude. Can I say something? It's related to this. So other people, if we're on a live and they comment something either inappropriate or rude, remember when somebody commented, "Oh, I saw Ami at the plastic surgery place." Bro,
they saw me getting my teeth done, my nose done.
You just want to get attention. Stop trying to get attention. Being mean isn't good. Being mean isn't cool, okay? Being mean isn't cool. If you just want to be a jealous wannabe,
Don't watch our videos.
okay?
Wow.
We only let people watch your videos if they actually like us. If you don't like us, then go.
Society is the people that we live among, right? Yeah. They're going to view you as a African American or a black girl, even though you're mixed, right?
Yeah,
So you're half black, half white. But your mom is definitely viewed as what? As a black female,
No, and
right?
you're definitely viewed as a white.
As white?
Oh, sorry,
Not
white
female.
man. White male.
No. But you're viewed as a black girl.
I don't really care what they
Okay.
think of me because I know I'm a Alexis.
You're a person.
Yeah, I know I'm Alexis.
That's right. So regardless of color,
I'm Ava.
you are Alexis and you are Ava and you guys are twins and you look the same, but you're still two different people. And does this color of your skin matter?
Back to those haters out there.
What else can parents do? It's important to have regular conversations about racism and bigotry in your family. We don't talk about that as much because we just don't agree with it. We don't like it. But I think we might need to have conversations more as the girls get older and they're going to experience some of these things. But overall, race has not really been a discussion in our house just because we don't look at people's race. But we do need to understand once again how people are going to view us.
We unfortunately live in a world
Where some
where
people are
for the large part of its existence being of any skin color that was not white was not taken
Fairly.
exactly.
Finishing your sentence.
Okay. So, but it's our job, my job, definitely to instill confidence in you all, which I'm glad to hear that you were whatever to them and didn't have a breakdown over it, because it's my part to make sure you're confident in who you are regardless of what some idiot may say.
Also, if you're a girl or a boy, it does not matter. When people say, "Oh, you can't play basketball because you're a girl," boy, I'm gonna beat you up.
So when they called you the N-word, did they go back to where they were or did they?
So after they call us the word, then we just like walked off to tell Imani, and then Imani said, well, that's not nice, it's very we should go tell your parents. So we went home and told mom and dad it. And in my head I was like, this is the person.
Okay. Oh, in your head.
In my
okay.
head, okay guys, I know this is a little harsh, this is a little mean, but like in my head, I really just wanted to give them a piece of my mind. So this is, guys, I'm literally dead serious. If I could, without hurting them, I would say this. Okay.
What do you mean
Be
without
prepared.
hurting them?
And they also were saying stuff like their YouTube channel is so cringe and stuff like that. So
Sounds like jealousy to me.
yeah, I want to say this. You are so jealous just because I have a YouTube channel and you don't. So stop trying to be a wannabe and stop trying to be rude to me because it's not cool. You're not cool. You're just trying to stop being mean to people because you're a bully, a big fat bully. So please get out of my face before I'm gonna use Bob and Marissa. And Bob and Marissa don't play. So I can pop all day.
Bob and Marissa?
Bob and Marissa. So I can pop all day.
I don't know if I can follow that up.
Yeezys.
Yeah, so really out there, parents, I think that, and well, specifically speaking to Black parents, those with
Yes.
Black children or mixed children, it's so important to instill a sense of confidence in your children so that when they go out into the world doesn't break them.
Yeah, because let's just say,
Alexis, we were ending it. Thank
but
you.
let's say,
Thank you for watching and make sure you do more videos. Subscribe and turn on the notification. Thank you for watching.